Yes, people. So I've had the opportunity to sleep on it, go to the gym, and yeah, just clear my head because obviously I was at the game yesterday, Carabao Cup Final at Wembley, big game for me to go to. I believe once you're in a final, you're there to win, regardless of the competition. Even if it's Charity Shield blood, you're in the final, you're at Wembley. This is like heritage English football, the biggest stadium, the biggest platform, the biggest arena, all eyes on you. This is a chance to go out and show people what you can do. And yeah, I was there at the game yesterday. Great seats as well. At the cost, let's talk about the cost of the seats. So to the left of me, I was in row three, upper tier, block 220, great view. If you don't, if you've seen on my Instagram, actually, I'll put a picture up here so you can see where I was. I saw, yeah, it was a beautiful view. The guy next to me on the left, he paid £115 for his ticket. Season ticket holder. I knew someone who couldn't make it. I got my ticket for £350, £400. Which, I got offered more tickets for more money for like 800, 1200. And I just said, for the Carabao Cup, I don't think I could pay it. Champions League, FA Cup, maybe, yeah, I would, but not the Carabao Cup. But then I was like, you know what? We haven't won or been able to go and watch us play at a stadium like Wembley and lift some silverware in a long, long time. So let me make my way down and let me go. To the guy to the right of me, he paid £1,200 for his seat, but he had his son with him as well, so they paid £2,400 in total. So between the three of us, that's just under £3,000, and I don't think our performance warranted that amount of money. We did not turn up yesterday. Obviously, I've tried to watch the game back. I've watched the highlights. I've watched some of the game. I need to watch the second half. I watched the first half back again this morning. But I just feel like we didn't turn up fully. We weren't hungry enough. I've seen one of the players post saying, now we're going to be even hungrier. And I'm like, what more do you need? Because you're at Wembley, broski. Like, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. Yeah, cool, Champions League in Budapest. The league, maybe. FA Cup, but as a player, as a fan, we want to see our team go to Wembley and win and lift the trophy. You don't want to be doing runners-up things. So I can't see how you can now be hungrier when you should already be hungry. You lot should be starving because you haven't won nothing as a collective. We've won nothing. So yeah, I was just gutted. I'm absolutely gutted that we just didn't turn up yesterday. Because anyway, we'll get into that. But another thing I want to talk about before the game is that the build-up. I've kept quiet about this, but it's been annoying me. So the amount of clothing lines that we've been dropping, all these collabs and this, that, the other, and the day before a game or the day after a game, we'll draw and then boom, a flipping new clothing line comes out. Now I'm all with the garms and that because I think all of them look good. Let's have it right. They all do look good, whether it's the originals, whether it's the Faces one, whether it's the NTS, whether it's third kits, training kits, whatever, they all bang. But I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I beg you, man, just relax a little bit on the stuff off the pitch and focus on the pitch. I'm not saying that the players shouldn't be doing PR stuff, but like, you got players in the studio making music and like doing hair adverts and all this other stuff. And it's like, I don't see Man City doing the same stuff. I don't know if it's not just on my algorithm, on my timeline. Maybe I need to go and have a look before I say anything, but I don't see the Liverpool players or the Man City players or Chelsea I'm not bothered about, but I don't see them doing the same thing. The amount of PR we're doing. I'm not seeing Haaland in the music studio with Ed Sheeran. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm not seeing none of that. All I'm seeing is them playing. But I need to go and have a look. But I just feel like as a club, we talk too much off the pitch. And the interviews, I'm struggling to even watch Arteta in interviews now because the way he answers a question, I don't think he's direct enough. I need to know what the plan B is. When we set up our team, what's the plan B? So yesterday was a great reason to have a plan B. Eze's not starting. I'm having a beer. I'm in the stadium now, just in the foyer bit, watching Tottenham get battered, and yeah, Eze's not starting. And I'll be honest with you, my heart sunk. I knew from that get-go we weren't going to be enough. I had a gut feeling, and the gut feeling comes from form of Saka, but also my lack of trust in Trossard and Havertz. Now, I've been saying this for 4 years now. I don't think Kai Havertz, Leonardo Trossard, Gabby Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus are good enough. All 4 of these players I do not think are good enough. They're good players, but they're not good enough. I've been saying this, and I don't like to say it because I want to be respectful for the players, the manager and the fans and their family, their friends, etc. But I just do not think they are good enough for Arsenal Football Club. So when I saw the lineup, I thought, right, this is the scenario you've got to deal with. Gyökeres needs service. Saka, we already know Saka hasn't been giving Gyökeres service all season. That's no brainer. We know that already. That's been a big struggle with our team going forward. Leonardo Trossard hasn't beaten a defender in the longest time going, unless he's in the Champions League. He just doesn't turn up for some reason. He's having an off second half of the season. First half season, great, but that was a long time ago, or feels like it. Then we've got Kai Havertz. Now, look, whether you like Kai or not, whatever, he hasn't played enough games to be thrown in a final and expect to produce. When we threw in Eze, he was being subbed off after 60 minutes because Arteta thought they weren't doing enough. Yeah? Have the same level of, sorry, was trying to get in my car. Have the same, lost my train of thought, yeah, but the same thing for all the players. If the players aren't producing, I want them off. But we'll get into the sub bits later, but there's certain people on the pitch that played for 80 minutes and did nothing all game. 80 minutes and did nothing. And we got Max Dowman on the bench. We got Madueke on the bench. But yet you can play for 80 minutes. Doesn't make sense. I've seen Eze get pulled off after 60 minutes for Odegaard to come on and stink up the place. For what? It's getting to the point, it's very, very close to the point where it's like, the plan doesn't make sense. The strategy doesn't make sense. Now listen, I always do a thing where I put 3 players that I think performed well. And my 3 players is Declan Rice. I thought he turned up. Gabriel and Saliba. Gabriel and Saliba were great. They quiet. What's his name? Sorry, Haaland was quiet. Even headers. He didn't have a free header. He didn't have much time on the. He hardly had the ball actually, rather than much time on the ball. He didn't get the ball at all. So those 3 for me did really well. They did their jobs. They did what they're supposed to do, and that was defend well and nullify the attack. The other players, on the other hand, they're not doing their job. Saka, your job is to score or get assists, create chances. Same with you, Trossard, and Kai Havertz. First 20 minutes, Zubimendi put the ball through for Kai. Kai's got to score that. It's Wembley, bro. That goal there changes the game, but he didn't. So we can't talk about if. There's too many. We can't talk about if she didn't. Saka, I think Saka was on a rebound actually, maybe once or twice the rebound. Can't remember their keeper's name now, but great save with the foot. Great save. I was miles away from the incident, but I could see the foot saved it. I was thinking, rah. No one can really talk about second keepers playing today because he's done all right. He did all right, you know, but after that he didn't have to do nothing. So we don't know if he might not have done all right, but we didn't test him. We didn't test him, man, and I said to Mrs. Moore, I'm just gutted that we didn't fight. I'm gutted. We get to Wembley, cool. People can say, listen, I did a video on my Instagram saying, if we win it, they'll say it's just the Carabao Cup, Little Man Cup, Mickey Mouse Cup, you man are soft, you ain't won nothing proper in years, this, that, no Champions League, boom, boom, baff. But if we lose it, then we're going to get hammered by everyone. Media, the pundits, the haters, the other fans, etc. And rightly so. If you lose, hold that accountability. If you win, set you out there with chest, yeah? That's what we want to do as fans. And I feel like when we're in Wembley, we need to win. like I said earlier, regardless of what cup it is. But there was a feeling in the stadium once Nketiah got his yellow card, there was a feeling in the stadium of take him off, get him off. And I was thinking, why? This is part of football, blood. If he like, he should know how to play now on the booking. The way he plays, he's probably going to get booked quite a lot. He should now know how to adapt his game and still be able to put some pressure on Semenyo. Even with a yellow card. You can't be like, boom, you got a yellow card after 10 minutes coming off. Like, what are we doing here, blood? What are we doing here, man? I mean, I'm not sure if it even was a yellow card first hand, but at the same time, the City defender, Kusanov, got a yellow card as well, first half. I didn't get a vibe of, oh, he needs to come off. He did great. Him and Aki were great. Like, don't make excuses for these players, but the yellow card does not excuse poor defending. At one point in the first half, Saliba was at left back and Nketiah was at right back. I was like, what's going on here? It's crazy, bro. Look, and then the Kepa mistake, it was bad. It was shocking. Catch the ball, punch the ball. Whatever you need to do, make sure the ball does not go over your head like that. Punch it. He could have punched it. If he'd have just come out, two fists, bam, minor. Doesn't matter where it goes, really and truly. Punch it in the air, out for a corner, who cares? But when you try to think and it's hit your fingertips, it's going over you. And, you know, Zubi's not goal side, so O'Reilly's got the goal, 1-0. And in the stadium, I don't know what it was like at home, but the goal was coming, man. They were dominating us. After that first 20-minute spell, they just said to us, you know what, we're going to dominate you. And at one point, I was looking down on the pitch thinking, I could see 4 players on our defence. They were playing 4-2-4 at one point. Do you know how mad that is? In a final, 4-2-4, they said, you know what? You men are going to try and do foolishness at the back. You're going to try to play it out. We've been watching you week in, week out. You play the ball around Saliba, Gabriel, and the defence and the keeper so much. We're going to make sure we apply pressure. And that is what they did. They did not allow us to get out of our own half or even our own penalty area. They didn't allow it. And rightly so. They were the better side. They had a better game plan. We didn't have a game plan. And I don't want to go into too much analysis and draw players out, but I was looking at the pitch at one point and I could see Gabby and Saliba were passing the ball between them. Zubimendi was standing behind Haaland. And I'm like thinking to myself, brother, you're not defending right now. Why are you standing? Why are you stood right next to Haaland? Go 10 yards that way or 10 yards that way. Give us some space. Same with Rice. There was such a big gaping gap in the middle of the park. All we had to do was 2 players step up. And I've been saying this all season. Zubimendi's been going missing when we've got the ball. He goes missing. And I don't want to hear none of these idiots online saying, oh, you don't see what he does when he ain't got the ball. He does nothing. He goes missing, blood. Yesterday, he was irrelevant. Apart from the one ball he played in, he doesn't create space to free the ball up for Gabby and Saliba when they've got the ball under pressure. He should be the one dropping deep. I don't want to use examples, but when you see Chelsea, Caicedo or Reece James will come and drop. They'll take the ball because they're better on the ball. They can play the ball a lot better. They've got the better capabilities and passing abilities to make plays happen. Whereas Gabby and Saliba, I'm not even expecting that from them anyway. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's a mad thing, bro. Anyway, yeah. But look, so second goal's gone in now. Saka's not tracking back. And yeah, it's 2-0. Second goal, I feel like the game done. Because we haven't shown nothing. So if we're not fighting after 1, are we going to fight after 2? I was hoping we would. But do we expect more from Saka now he's getting paid more? Probably. Star boy, star man. He hasn't. I just feel like form-wise, he's not on form. And this is when it's like, raw. Are we really going to start thinking about Darman coming on or Madueke, and it's like, I'm thinking Darman should have started anyway. If you're going to play Kepa in goal, blood, why not play Darman? That's what didn't make sense to me, because Arsene Wenger started this second team business in the Carabao Cup. Let's have it right. He started playing the youths them in the Carabao Cup, yeah? And it was kind of like, look, this is a cup for the youth them to play and get a taste of competitive football, win or lose. And that's what he did. And that's why you can say we haven't won it since 1993. It's not a cup we win. Cool, I got no problem with that. But if you're gonna play Kepa, play Darman as well. Don't play hard. It's not a mix and match thing, bro. It's not a half and half Domino's pizza. Play Kepa, then you play Darman. Play Norgard. Play the players that deserve to play in this type of tournament, because they would probably be a lot hungrier. I reckon Norgard would have turned up yesterday. Darman most definitely, 110%. But anyway, blood, let's get back to it, man, Carl. Yeah, I just feel like, and the thing is, we're relying on the 16-year-old. That's why I weren't really saying too much, but it's like, who else we got on the bench that's going to come on? I said at the start already, I don't think Martinelli's good enough. So bringing him on, the first thing he does is run the ball off the pitch. I thought, this guy's an idiot, blood. Jesus comes on, does absolutely nothing. Nothing. And I'm not expecting him to do nothing. They're rubbish, blood. They're rubbish. Jesus is dead. Go back to Brazil and retire, fam. You're useless, man. I don't get it, fam. I don't get it. The only opportunity we had in the second half was Calafiori when he came on. A defender. The only shot on goal. There's no excuse for it, man. Madueke came on, done a few bits here and there, but no end product again. But look, I think Madueke should have started, really and truly, if I'm being honest. I think he should have started, because Madueke, as much as some fans don't like him and some fans do, to me, he's our version of a Doku. Doku doesn't have much end product, but Doku will cause you flipping problems all game, because when he gets the ball, 8 times out of 10, he's going to try and run at the defender. So that defender has a problem all game. All the defence, soon as Doku gets the ball, you're thinking, here we go again. And with Madueke, you get that similar feeling. He's going to run at you. End product regardless, he's still going to run. And when you run, you can get free kicks, throw-ins and corners. And that is the part of the game where we have been winning in the season, where we've got the corners, we've got the free kicks and the set pieces. But yesterday, we didn't get that. And look, man, I just feel like I'm getting angry, man. I'm just disappointed, because when you're at Wembley, I feel like you got to win. You got to go for the win. You can't go there and let Trossard play for 80 minutes with no end product and no productivity. You got to go and win, man. 80 minutes in a game, like, it's too long. After 60 minutes, yeah, Martinelli or Madueke should have been on. At 70 minutes, yeah, Max Darman should have been on and give him 20 minutes. Like, there was a point in the season where Arteta was making subs at 60 minutes and around 70 minutes, regardless of what's going on. And that's when we was having a lot of joy. Pep does something similar in the league as well. And I think Arteta needs to have that plan B of, right, this is the starting lineup. Trossard, Saka, if you're not performing around the 60-minute mark, we're switching it up. Or whoever's in the 10, if we're not creating, we're switching it up. Boom. And then he moved Saka into the middle. Saka weren't even playing in the middle. He was still kind of on the right-hand side, just not creating enough space. And they were trying to do 1-2s and it just wasn't working. And like, yeah, man, I feel like that game yesterday would have looked better with Madueke on the left and Max Darman. Martinelli on the left, Madueke on the right, Max Darman in the 10. And people say I'm crazy for it, but what we saw yesterday, it couldn't get worse than that. That's what Memphis said. Can't get worse than that. Right, international break now. International break. I don't want a break, bro. I want to get straight back into it. I feel like a couple of weeks now, we don't need the rest. Man City are now, they're bubbling. Them man are bubbling saying, yeah, we got them. We got them. Because anyhow, yeah, the international break comes, By the way, I'm going to be doing a live stream on here for Jamaica and one for Barbados as well, because that's my home countries, you get me? But yeah, anyhow, we go back after international break. I want to listen, Southampton, cool, whatever. I'm not even bothered about the FA Cup. I'm not going to lie. We have to win the Premier League, bro. We have to win the Premier League. We have to bounce back. We bounced back after the Liverpool game. We bounced back after the Man United game. We bounced back after the Forest draw. We've done it. We've proven we've done it. So we have to bounce back after this game here. We have to get a result against Bournemouth. Bournemouth. I think we've got Bournemouth at home and we've got Southampton away. We have to beat Bournemouth, bro. And then we've got Man City. That's why we have to beat Bournemouth. I mean, we went into this Carabao Cup as the informed team. City have been woeful recently. We've won our last few games, but, you know, it is what it is. It's a cup game, and this is the thing. A cup game isn't based over the 30-plus games. It's one-off. You need a plan A and a plan B, and you go for it, and that is it. There's no next time, tomorrow, this, that, the other. But, yeah, international break. Jamaica are playing for the World Cup playoffs, and Barbados are just playing a little friendly game. Obviously, England are playing as well, more friendlies. Maybe we need the international break. Maybe the fans need a little break to reset. The players need a reset, come back stronger. This is the final part of the season now, and this is the part where it really matters. But yeah, Bournemouth, Southampton. I don't think I'm going to any of those games, to be fair. I might go to the Bournemouth one if I'm about. I wanted to go to the City away game, but yeah, I can't get the time off, so I don't know if that's what's going to happen. But yeah, City, that's a big game, because if we don't beat Bournemouth and we don't beat City, then it's down to 3 points. Yeah, because they got the game in hand for the game they play against Palace, which should have been on Saturday. They get the game in hand. But boy, we're still 9 points clear in the league. Gutted for everyone. Gutted for all you lot. Gutted for the players. I'm not gutted for Arteta, because I feel like his plans just don't seem to add up sometimes, man. Like, you can see it's not working, bro. Make the changes, bro. Make the changes. Snappy, blood. Snappy, fam. They were on us, rude boy. Like, Zubi would bring off Zubi. Like, he's like the Spanish don just stays on for the whole blood clot game, blood. But because he's Spanish and you man speak the same language. I don't know, man. Something's not right, fam. Like, Norgard could have done something different. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man. Man City 2, Arsenal 0. And look, give credit to City. They were the better team by a country flipping mile. Way better than us on the game. Their fans were bloody annoying after the game. All I could hear when I was queuing up for Wembley Stadium was second again. And it's like, it is second again. But like I said earlier, this cup is not something we're used to winning. Just play the youth then. Play the second team. You can't go in with Kepa in goal, but then try the first. That play Jesus should have started then. Dalman should have started. Madueke should have started. Norgard should have started. Play the second team. If you're gonna play Kepa, play the second team. Mosquera should have started. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Play the second team and treat it as a second cup that doesn't hold the weight that the FA Cup does or Champions League does. And we're happy with that. We're cool. We can say, you know what? It's a second team, rags. But you're going to have a small percentage of people that said, no, this is the first opportunity we've got to win some silverware. We have to go all guns blazing. And now my thing is, like everyone else is saying already, is that you can't go all guns blazing because it's the Carabao Cup, bro. Relax. If we win it, no one cares. If we lose it, everyone cares. But if we win, it's like, bro, it's the Carabao Cup. You ain't won nothing big in time. So it is, we'll treat the cup as it is. When someone shows you who they are, yeah, then that is who they are. And this is the Carabao Cup. Treat the Carabao Cup for what it is. Don't try and make it bigger than what it is. Treat it for what it is. It's a great day at Wembley. Big up all the fans and that. Big up all the people I saw down there that recognised me online. Sick, man. It's a mad feeling. Big up the guys I bumped into as well. That I already know. Big up Shay as well. I saw Shay in there as well. I saw a few other people as well still. But yeah, man. Love, peace, and yeah, man. See you guys soon.